Welcome to the 2021 Nautilus Book Awards Author Spotlight Series. I'm your host, Christine Upchurch. Now celebrating 21 years of honoring better books for a better world, Nautilus Book Awards continues to embrace books from a wide spectrum of the publishing industry. Books which radiate hope and wisdom. Books which nurture our inner connection and inspire us to connect together as individuals, as communities, and as planetary citizens. This is a vast conversation, one which is more important today than ever before. Today, we are focusing the spotlight on Anne Kate Sullivan. She's a Gold Award winner and an award-winning best-selling author focusing on mythology and folklore for the modern age. Dr. Sullivan obtained master's and doctorate degrees from Columbia University as well as King's College in London. She's the author of dozens of books, and she's known for her Legends of the Grail series, as well as the Children's Sparkle series. She's also the host of Wisdom of the Ages podcast with over 2.6 million viewers. I would like to congratulate and welcome the Gold Award winner, Anne Kate Sullivan, won the Gold Award for Undina's spell in the Children's Illustrated Fiction. Welcome and congratulations, Anne.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited that my little book won this award. We need a little more magic and sparkle in this world.
Oh, we do. And it's a beautiful book. The story is magical and inspiring, and the illustrations are gorgeous as well. And one of the things that I'm always curious about is why an author chooses to focus on a particular subject or particular audience. First, I'm curious, why do you write for children?
So, I think it's really important in our time for people to have a little magic and sparkle in their lives. And I wrote the kids' stories originally for my children because there was something really important about this. I did not want their light to go out. So, I taught them, as I discovered through my own heroine's journey, that we each have a spark inside of us, a little light. And what we want to do is discover what that light is, how that light works, and how we bring that out into the world, because then we become contributions to humanity. And you can't really knock down someone that has their inner light on, right? So that's what the Sparkle series is about, is like finding your light, living your light, and daring to be a little magical too.
I love that. And I think about when you see a baby or a young child, they're so filled with light. And oftentimes by the time they're teenagers, a lot of that light's been extinguished. So I love the fact that you're focusing on inviting the inspiration and the magic into their lives. So from your perspective, what is magic?
So I was fortunate enough to be able to go walk in sacred sites in Ireland and all through Wales and Scotland and England. And when you go to sacred sites, there's something that happens. Now, I was an academic when I started doing this, but when I went to the sacred sites, I realized that in order for us to be whole human beings, we need to be in our heart. We need a clear mind, and we need a lovely heart, and we need a healthy body. And so I wrote these stories, all the Sparkle stories for my children, Catherine and William. So each one is really about remembering the light that's within you, daring to be brave and go on an adventure and shine your light to be a contribution in this world. So this little bit of magic that each of us has, this light, is really important to maintain. If they know it when they're young, they might keep it when they go through their teen years, which is the challenging part, right? And then rediscover it maybe when they're young adults. So, yeah.
Would you please read a portion of Undina's spell?
Oh, I'd love to. I think we'll just start at the beginning. So Undina, well, I'll just read it, but just so you know, she's a lovely fairy. So, there is a water spirit called Undina that lives at the edge of the turquoise lake. She knows the ways of ancient magic and might share her secrets with you, but only if you're very polite. If you walk past the snails and flowers and then look into the water, you might see her glistening like a dragonfly. The wise toad loves her because Undina makes sure the plants and animals live in perfect harmony. One day, Undina noticed a human girl named Eva. Now, Eva's important, you see. She was named Eva, and she knew the girl also loved the lake. And for years, Eva had spent time listening to the messages that the flowers share, the songs the dragonflies hum, and the toad who loves to croak, ribbit, ribbit, rhyme. Should I keep going?
That's fabulous. And I love the magic of nature supporting you, because as you're reading this beautiful scene, and I'm picturing it in my mind, I'm also hearing birds chirping. And I think that may be in this reality.
It is. It is. Well, I feel like if we can travel into our inner world of dreams, which is what this book is about, and we can establish ourselves in this lovely inner world that's always ours, then we can come back out into this world and still be connected to true nature, to the earth, to the fire, to the wind, to all the elements. And here from this place of true connection, gosh, we can do anything.
Now, Undina's spell has a very powerful message. Why did you focus on this message now?
Well, my goodness, with all that we've been through, the people that I've seen that are doing well in this time are the dreamers and the creative people. The people that know a renaissance is coming. We might have been through a challenging time. We might have had to face the dragon, which happens in the story. But what really happens when we're challenged, if we look inside, we find the wisdom of our hearts, and we find the wisdom of love, and we find the wisdom of connection, which is really what the story is about. And I think what's really important for the time that we're in, we need to love ourselves, love each other, love the world that we live in, understand that it's all alive, and the way that we, each one of us, are an important part of that.
So one of the things in your book is about a gift that your young heroine is in search of. What is that gift, and what does it symbolize?
Well, I think originally she's looking for connection, and she's not quite sure what it is. She wants to help save the earth, and she wants to save the animals. They've asked her to go on this quest. And so she very bravely follows the prompting of the animals and takes a journey into the inner world. And when she does it, she has to face her fears. She has to realize that she's going to transform, that she's going to learn things that she didn't know before. And then there's a surprise. I don't want to totally give the story away, but there's a little bit of a surprise there when she finds what she's looking for, which is really, really about the heart. And it's not, when we go on a quest, we might think that it's about us, but really it might be about us. But really, when we come back as transformed beings, we're here to be contributions to the world. So we're here to be friends and help other people too.
So does this story in any way reflect your own heroine journey?
Oh, absolutely. That's a good question. But yes, I will say that when I was at university, I felt that something was missing. I was a very good academic, but I felt I needed to find my own heart. And that's really why I went first to the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, and then to all these sacred sites, because I wanted to find the feminine. I wanted to find all the pieces that I felt that I had lost somewhere, the parts of my soul. And, so in doing my own heroine's quest, which many of my books are about, I felt that I came back with this grail, this wisdom from the ancient ones. Yes.
So what message would you have for the parents and grandparents and other adults who are sharing these stories with children?
Well, what's really fun is that, it's not just children that buy the book or parents that buy them for children. What I notice is lots of people buy the book, because everyone wants to find that light that's in their heart. And we know it's there, but it's so nice to have that reminder. And so when the parents are reading it, they're remembering. When the children are reading it, they already know it. The children get it. And sometimes it's a nice story for someone who, might be 13 years old, who's beginning to forget it too. That it's a little ray of sunshine. If you're feeling a little disconnected or a little unhappy, it's a really a ray of sunshine that reminds you to connect to the world in your heart. Take a walk in nature. Go outside and just listen to the wind. You can probably hear the birds here singing. Just listen, and we reconnect. I believe we reconnect in nature. So, yeah.
And I love the fact that adults buy this, because I thoroughly enjoyed reading it. And I have to tell you, for some reason, I found myself reading it aloud, even though there was nobody except my cats to listen. And there's something magical, I think, about inspirational stories read aloud.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing you read it aloud was, brought some extra magic to it. So, do you have a final message for our viewers today about what you want this book, Undina's Spell, and your other Sparkle series books to shift them and to help change the world?
Mm-hmm. I do. I think it's a wonderful day to go take the hand of your child, or sit with your cats, or take your grandmother and walk out into nature together and just listen to the birds singing, look at the blue sky, look at the wind through the leaves, put your feet in the soil, and just remember that you are a precious being and that the world is bereft without you. You are very important. Each and every one of us is unique, and we all need to blossom in our own ways, our own unique ways, and shine from that place of the heart. So I hope you'll have a little Undina dance and go and look in the lake and see the magic that's there, always around you.
Wonderful, Ain. And would you also share with the viewers who the illustrator is? The illustrations are amazing.
They are magical, and Belle does a lot of my illustrations. Her name is Belle Crow-Ducray, and we met years ago, and actually the book exists because of Belle, who insisted on illustrating these books. I just scribbled them for my children and given to actually they had designed the books, and Belle saw them and she went, I have to illustrate these stories. So she came up with these absolutely lovely. She does a deep dive into that world, and she sees it and she comes back with it. And I always am amazed and wonder how she could actually draw what I've seen in my own inner vision. So we're a great team, I think.
So, Ain, I want to again congratulate you on your Gold Award. And I'm in celebration of the magic now, because I've been touched by one of your books. And thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be a Gold Award winner. Yay!
And again, the book is entitled Undina's Spell.